your money doesn't actually move globally. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. When you hit send on an international transfer, banks just make you think it does. Most people imagine their cash flying across the world in a secure digital package, but the reality is much more complicated, much more restricted, and honestly, a lot older than you think. When you send money internationally, it doesn't travel, it doesn't cross borders. Instead, banks simply send messages to each other. They use a highly secure messaging network to say, hey, adjust your ledger because I just adjusted mine. And for the last 50 years, the dominant language for those messages has been Swift. Let's go back to 1973. Before the internet, banks used error-prone telex machines. So 239 banks got together in Brussels to create the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, SWIFT. Today, it connects over 11,000 financial institutions across 200 countries, processing 45 million messages every single day. But remember, SWIFT is a messaging network, not a settlement system. It touches data, never your actual money. To understand why this is so broken, you have to understand the difference between clearing and settlement. Clearing is just the preparation, the promise to pay. It's validating that you actually have the funds. Settlement is the execution, the actual irrevocable transfer of value. SWIFT handles the promise, but the execution relies on something called correspondent banking. Because no single bank has a branch in every country, they have to use middlemen. If you want to send euros from Germany to the US, your local bank probably doesn't have a direct relationship with the receiving bank in New York. So they send the Swift message to a larger correspondent bank that does. Sometimes it takes two, three, or four hops. And with every hop, another bank takes a cut of your money and adds a day to the processing time. The actual accounting magic happens through nostro and vostro accounts. These are Latin terms. Nostro means ours, vostro means yours. It's a mirror system. It's if a bank in India wants to process US dollars, they open an account at a bank in New York. From India's perspective, it's a nostro account your money with you. From New York's perspective, it's a vostro account your money with us. When a payment happens, they just update these two ledgers. But here is the massive flaw in the system. Pre-funding. For this Nostro Vostro system to work instantly, banks have to leave piles of cash sitting idle in foreign accounts all over the world, just in case a customer wants to make a transfer. We are talking about trillions of dollars of trapped liquidity, capital that isn't being invested, isn't earning interest, and is just sitting there acting as a buffer. It is incredibly inefficient. Now, traditional banking is trying to modernize. In late 2025, the world migrated to the ISO 20022 standard. Instead of sending clunky text-based messages, banks are now sending rich, structured XML data. This means fewer false positives in compliance checks, faster automated processing, and better tracking. It's an upgrade to the messaging system, but it still relies on that old correspondent banking plumbing underneath. This is exactly why modern fintechs are winning. They bypass the correspondent network by using local settlement. Companies like Wise or Airwallex don't send your money across borders. Instead, they build their own network of local bank accounts in dozens of countries. When you send money from the UK to the US, you pay into their UK account and they instantly pay out from their US account. The money never crossed the ocean. And then there's the blockchain alternative. Networks like Ripple or JP Morgan's JPM Coin are trying to solve the pre-funding trap using on-demand liquidity. Instead of parking millions in a foreign bank, institutions can use a digital asset as a bridge currency, settling the transaction in seconds 24/7 without tying up capital. It's a complete reimagining of the settlement layer. The global payment landscape is shifting from a monopoly to a complex web of code competition. If you're building a fintech company or trying to navigate this massive transition, you need the right infrastructure. I help companies connect to these payment rails, set up local settlement networks, and manage their bank relationships. At Finlogic, we build the bridge between your innovation and the financial system. You can reach out to us via LinkedIn, email at info@finlogic.hk, or visit our website. The global financial system wasn't built for the modern age, so it's time to build your own path. Drop a comment below with your thoughts, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next masterclass.